All right, how you guys doing? Tonight, I want to thank all the subscribers again, all the people who will subscribe in the future. Thank you for hitting those notification bells. Thank you for all the likes, all the shares. I see that some of you guys out there are doing that. I greatly appreciate it. I want to say that I greatly appreciate all the people that I am coaching because, as I've said many, many times before, you guys help me keep on track. Now, I've got a really important video tonight that I want to make for Eric Perry. He is I'm not sure if you live in Detroit or Metro Detroit, but I live in Metro Detroit. But it's nice to talk to a neighbor. There's one other woman who I'm helping, Rena, and she lives downriver. And it's nice to see that the snake diet is, I'm not the only one in Michigan doing it. And also my buddy who I went to high school, Mike, he's out in Arizona right now, handling his business and snake dieting hard. So anyway, I've been corresponding with a guy named Eric Perry for a day or so now, and we were talking about, he asked me how long my fasts were and what I eat and so on and so forth. And I replied to him. I said, yeah, we were talking about, he wants to know where you get the Epsom salt, where I got my Epsom salt. So I told him I bought it at CVS, and he's looking around, he can't find it, but he found one finally. And, let's see. What made me want to make this video was when I said, he said, okay, I went to the CVS near the gym on 12 Mile and John R. They claim they don't know anything about it, but found it at the Walgreens. But I found it at the Walgreens on DeQuinder and 11 Mile. So Sunday I'm going to give it a go. I will try a 24-hour snake fast. Then if I can handle it with no issues, I will try for 48 hours and build my way up to doing 30 days at a time. Okay. Building up to 30 days at a time. All right. Now here's where it gets interesting. I said, now, I want to adjust your vision to be able to do 30-day fasts all at one time. That type of fasting is not necessary to get stellar results. But I won't be negative towards your fire. I would encourage you to do small fasts and make sure that you do not eat a single carbohydrate. Do not drink coffee. And when you do break a fast, to only eat beef and have vegetables with it. You must eliminate all doubt. And when I say that, eliminate all doubt from the food that you eat, whether it's going to make you overweight or not. Have one meal. Variety is a way to have mystery creep into your mind when you're confused about why you may not be losing fat as fast as you want. I've said it time and time again, and my coach, John Allen Reese, made sure that I decided on having one meal, and I still have that one meal. It's steak, potatoes, carrots, onions, tomatoes. That's what it's come down to for me. And I'm so happy because I don't have any questions. If I fall off the wagon, then I know what the guilty culprit is. Because if I eat 8 to 10 ounces of steak, a couple 100 grams of carbohydrates and potatoes, and have a tomato and a half an onion with it, that's only going to put 3, 4 tops pounds on me when I jump back on the scale. Okay, I don't have the salads with all the stuff in it. And I don't have, going to the Coney Island one day and or eating chicken one day and bacon and mixing and matching. I don't do that anymore. I don't need that stressing me out. I need the peace of mind of having one meal. Now, if you can have variety and stay disciplined, God bless you. Now, I said, but if you can do it, then get after it. I never did a fast longer than 14 days. The bulk of my fasts were 7 to 9 days, with a couple of 11s thrown in, and around 11-day fast, 12-day fast, 13-day fast for me. And I didn't do a lot of those. Shit was getting sketchy, man. 7 to 9 was the bulk of my fasts, with my one refeed of steak and potatoes and carrots. But with respect to days, I started off with a 3-day fast, a 2-day fast, a 6-day fast, and I finished the month of March with a 4-day fast. And I've got all my fasting graphs right here, and these are really coming in handy, because I was happy to have these graphs for you, Eric, because it helps me out too, because I had gotten confused about what my fasts were. Yeah, here's, like, people ask me, what's your average fast? I don't know. I say between 7 and 9 days, because that's what I really remember. But in March, I fasted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. On the 5th, I broke a fast. I started on the 3rd. On the 5th, I broke a fast. On the 7th, I broke a fast. On the 9th, I broke a fast. On the 11th, I broke a fast. On the 19th, so I did a 3-day, a 2-day, a 2-day, a 2-day, and then I did a 7-day after that. And then I did another 7-day, because, right, then I did another 7-day, and then for the next 2 days, I had meat and fish and straight up butter. Like, I didn't eat any and eggs. I didn't eat any salad. I didn't eat anything. I just ate straight meat. Okay. So, and here's my March graph. And I have that video up. Here's all my fasts right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? They're all my fasts with them dated. And I should do that right now. I should start doing that with the graphs right now, because I'm maintaining my weight. But anyway, this is about me. This is about you, Eric. So, where am I here? Yeah. So all these fasts, I just wrote out. They add up to 31 days, because I don't count the 2 days of March, because I don't know about this, because I didn't know about the snake diet then. And I'm not counting the days I ate, because they're not fasting days. Those are refeed days. All right. So let's fast forward ahead. Now, here's what I want you to know, Eric, and anybody starting the snake diet. And in case you've forgotten and you're not having great results like you used to have, it's probably because you've started to add in carbs and sugar and lie to yourself about what you're eating, that it's not carbs or some form of simple sugar. I lost 41 pounds in March, and it was because I didn't eat any freaking sugar. None. I didn't eat a single bit of sugar that whole month. Not a single freaking grain. You hearing me? Guys, I didn't eat a single grain of sugar for 31 straight days. That keeps the ketone strips red. That keeps the numbers on the scale plummeting. See all these spikes when it comes up? That's from the food in my belly. The food, just the food alone. Not digesting it, not anything. Just being it in my stomach without even being in my system. My biggest weight gain was 1, 2, 3, 4, was 5 pounds from a meal. You know, and that was and since I've dated it, that was on the, let's see, wait a minute, hold on, the 9th. Shit, the 9th, I had a huge meal, and and I only gained a pound from that. Wow. This is crazy. Yeah, on the 9th, when I ate, I had a 10-ounce ribeye, a 10-ounce filet, 4 6-ounce chicken breasts, 2 servings each of broccoli and asparagus at a friend of mine's job. I went in there and had great food, and I went in and I ate. And man, it was good eating. Didn't do shit. Didn't do nothing to me. That's 2 big steaks, man, and 4 6-ounce chicken breasts. And 2 servings of broccoli and asparagus. No sugar in there anywhere. Just meat and vegetables. Okay? So, and I want to say this to not just you, Eric, but to a lot of other people to some other people I'm beginning to help. You ask me, well, what about coffee? And I say, no. And I can tell that you're like, ugh. And I say, well, and then you say, well, what about this or that? And it's a carbohydrate you're asking me about. I say, no. You go, and I can hear you, oh, what do you want to do? Do you want to do this right, or do you not want to do this right? Like I said, there's a lot of other ways to lean down. You don't have to do the snake diet. But the snake diet is changeable for you. You can change it around. But you know, you've got to realize that if you really want the snake diet to work for you and to get all the benefits besides losing the weight, because there's 1,000,001 benefits. That's a whole nother video series I could make about all the benefits to the snake diet. If you want all the benefits, then listen to a guy like me, listen to a guy like Cole, listen to a woman like Shamin Miller. Okay? Listen to my other Canadian friend, Sasha. She has a YouTube channel, and give me 1 second. Okay, so Eric, I want you to master the 24-hour, the 48-hour, the 72-hour, and the 96-hour fast. Learn to break the fasts with the one right meal type. Learn how to fast, eat that one meal, and go right back in. That is something that I wish I had known. Fuck variety. Create one sugar-free awesome meal to eat every single time that you will not get bored with. Because if you cheat, you will know what to come back to in order to get yourself straight again. Okay? Eric, you also said to me, and this is the heart of the message. You said, see, I thought the key was to be able to fast for as long as possible. That's why I wanted to do a 30-day fast. But your approach seems easier to learn. So when do I break my fast? So when I do break my fast, it's with one meal and then back in, correct? If so, then I know a steak and a salad with a baked potato is what I will be craving. I guess I have to get to watching the rest of your videos. I'm concerned about being at the gym and passing out due to my fasting. I mean, I won't go heavy, but I feel like I need to work out and fast. Currently, I'm sitting at 404 pounds, which when I was in shape, I was 235 pounds. So my goal is to drop at least 150 pounds, then continue to lift heavy and and build muscle, and then deal with loose skin issues. Okay, so there's a couple words that I want to focus in on here before I read my reply. And you say that my approach seems easier to learn. Yes, because you're taking small bites. You're doing it gradually. You're building confidence before you take on a long fast. And yes, when you break your fast, you go right back in. Right now, baked potato, and we're going to get to that. Baked potato, no, we're not doing baked potatoes. We're not going to do baked potatoes right off the bat. You were concerned about passing out at the gym. I didn't address that in my typed out response. And what I want to say about the passing out is that you feel lightheaded, you feel super stupid, you feel dizzy. Get the fuck out of the gym. Go home. You've been there long enough. If I ever feel ridiculously like loopy at the gym, I'm done for the day. No need getting hurt and then you can't come back for a long time. Just go home. You'll be fine. You can work out again tomorrow. It's more working out where that came from. Think all the working out you'll be able to do if you live to be 85, 90 years old and healthy. Right? Okay. I mean, I won't go heavy, but I feel like I need to work out and fast. You need to break into it gradually. 3-4 days a week. Go in. Feel your way around. Get back into it. Get out of there. Come back. Do the same thing. Get out of there. Just play the gym like that. Okay? Now, you're 404 pounds and you want to be 235. So basically, me and you, we have that in common. When I started, I was 400 pounds, and I started Snake Diet. I was 400 pounds, and I'm in the ballpark of 235 right now. Right now, tonight, when I weighed myself, I was 247, 246. So your goal is to drop 150 pounds. I dropped 160 in 6 months. Then continue to lift heavy and deal with skin issues. Yep, and you will have some loose skin issues. Now, if you really want to get a hold of the loose skin issues, I would put up a post in the Snake Diet Motivation Group, and I would hunt Cole down and do not let him go until you and him have figured out exactly how to cure your loose skin issues the best way you can. But if you have 160 pounds to lose, 150, 160 pounds to lose, and you're doing it on Snake Diet, you're going to lose that weight fast, and you are going to have loose skin, man. That's just all there is to it. Now, I'll read my response to you. You're sitting at what I was sitting at when I started in March. The key is to fast as long as possible, yes. And the idea is to break the fast with the one same meal again and again, yes. And who knows? You may have the right stuff to go 2, 3, 4 times longer than me, man. I don't want to discourage you. And let me tell you, anyone who does a legit 5-day fast on snake juice gets major respect from me. Major respect from Cole. You just went 5 days without food. I know crybaby bitches who can't go 8 hours without food, and they do shit but sit on their ass. And if you can break the fast with a meal that only puts 2 to 3 pounds on you, doesn't take you out of ketosis, and then you go right back into another fast, you're in another league. You're in another league of human being. And I don't say that as a bragging point. I say it because most people just can't do it. They don't have the incentive to do it. They're not at a point where they're ready to do it. And going 5 days without food, okay, that's serious shit, man. Okay? So the 30-day fast is awesome. I've never done a 30-day fast. But anyway, let me get back. You mentioned that you lift heavy. Are you a bodybuilder, powerlifter, or strongman competitor? I'm a powerlifter, and I trained on meat and fat, but no carbs for almost 6 months. I screwed up a few times, but it was just that. A few. Like 4 times. I ate carbs like 4 times in 6 months. And let me tell you, when I ate my carbs, man, I went big. I remember I broke a 14-day fast with about 17 serious freaking cookies. Potato chips. All kinds of stuff. Like 2-3 slabs of ribs. I went crazy bonkers. It took me 2 days to come back from it. jumping back into the fasting regimen. 2 days to come back from that. I want to be absolutely clear, though, for you, Eric, that carbs for you should be out completely while you snake diet for back-to-back refeeds. You need to be in a state of ketosis for at least 5 to 6 to 7 consecutive refeeds before you allow yourself carbs for a couple of reasons. 1, you'll drop a ton of fat. 2, you'll give yourself a cushion to work with in case you go apeshit and eat so many carbs and shit food that you gain 20 pounds overnight. 3, you'll have respect for what you're doing and feel so guilty that you'll go right back into another fast without anyone having to make you get your shit together again. At least that's how I felt. Now, let me go back to number 2. When I talked about gaining 20 pounds overnight, if you go crazy and you eat like a pig, you're going to drink. You're going to drink water, you're going to drink pop, you're going to drink something. And all that food that goes in you, it's got weight to it. You're not going to gain 20 pounds of fat overnight. Go get a block of butter. A block, like you go buy in the store a block of butter that's got 4 sticks in it. That's a pound of butter. Stack up 20 of those. You're not going to gain 20 pounds by going to Taco Bell and spending $20 in the freaking drive-thru. You're not going to gain 20 pounds even if you do that. It's mostly going to be water weight gain from the salt. All right, so you're on your way to seeing some really crazy numbers on the scale, but you have to understand how to make sense of them. So yes, you say that you will crave a baked potato, but you can't be doing that shit. Go 7 fasts of at least 3 to 5 days each with the 7 consecutive refeeds. You fast, refeed, fast, refeed, fast, refeed, fast, refeed, fast, refeed, fast, refeed, fast, refeed. And then you fast, and then on your next refeed, on your 8th refeed, then you have a couple potatoes. Right? A couple big potatoes. So that covers about a month and a half. That consecutive refeeding that I was just reeling off, that's about a month and a half. And you can lose a ton of weight in a month and a half. All right? And then guess what? You do it all over again. So, I hope this has helped you. And I hope to hear from you again. If you put up a Snake Diet Motivation Group photograph, I'd be happy to coach you after this. So let me know how you're doing. Let me know how things are turning out for you. And maybe since we live in the same area, we might be able to meet up and when you have a refeed, and maybe we can time our refeed so we can sit and have a meal and talk about both our futures with the snake diet. All right. Thank you also for anybody who's tuned in to listen to this post that I made for Eric, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.